Howdy, I'm John Richmond, and I'm the inventor of the Sluice Goose GOLDROP, gold and pay dirt separating processor. Well, now that I've arrived at a final design and everything really works well, and everything is now UV protected and can be outside and last forever, and by golly, we'll see how long it lasts anyway. And now it's time more to focus on the process of making it more efficient and making it the process be able to handle more dirt or different kinds of dirt and whatnot. So when I was down at the Fresno Gold Show, sponsored by the GPAA group there, they are desert miners, dry washers and such. And so they were real impressed with the GOLDROP, and because, you know, geez, how quickly it just dropped the gold right out of it. And so, anyway, they wanted to bring their dirt, their sand from out in the desert, and run it through and see how quickly it would get their gold out, and if it would get their gold out. And so I, you know, put them off to the end of the day, the end of the show that Sunday. And then we did go ahead and we ran it through, and we processed it. It was about 5 gallons of dirt and sand that they brought. And we processed it through, and by golly, the water turned just chocolate brown, and after a while the meter froze up and wouldn't move, and then the water got so dark you couldn't even see the doggone indicator. And so I was just, you know, kind of really hoping and praying that it wasn't going to fail and not get a result. So anyway, we processed it through, and it got through the 5 gallons of material, and then we would drop the jar and got the gold out, and boy, they were just, you know, thrilled at what they saw, and they were just amazed. So anyway, so now then I got started thinking about the process and how I need to improve upon it and how it'll handle more dirt, different kinds of dirt, more dirty dirt and stuff like that. So this is what I come up with, since it was a gravity feed system, is to incorporate multiple barrels in the system. Since we're using a gravity feed, see what I'm doing is just actually using these little this is just the bilge pump hoses, and all you need to do is, let's see, kind of straighten it out. It's kind of nice that it's curved. It kind of follows the curvature of being droopy. And fill it up with water, and then just kind of put your palm over to seal it off, and then just bring the other end over into the other barrel, and now it's set up. All the water has to transfer through and whatnot. So you get a little wet, but hey, not a big deal. So anyway, for you dry wash miners and desert miners and you know, Australia, Africa, South America, wherever, if you use a system like this and you use like 55-gallon drums, if you had 10 of them, heck, that'd give you 500 gallons. And about, it's about 2.5 gallons a minute. That's going to give you almost 4 hours of time from the time the water gets pumped through the GOLDROP to the time it makes its circulation back to the pump barrel. So that gives a lot of time for sedimentation to occur, and each barrel is a settling pond. So by the time the water gets back to the pump barrel, it's minus the particulate, which is good for the pump and also good for the meter, and it's also minus a lot of the visible dirt, so now the water is much cleaner to be able to visually see the process for much longer time. So this is the advantages now of having a multiple barrel system, and just now you can wet wash in the desert, which you couldn't do before because of the tremendous volumes of water required to run any kind of system out into the desert. So this hopefully gives you your dry desert washer or desert miners an opportunity to wet wash in the desert or any dry area. It doesn't have to be the desert. It could be on top of a mountain if there was no water. If you could get the water up there in the barrels. So anyway, that's what I have, and just kind of another kind of an expansion of what the GOLDROP can do. So, but thanks for watching. Thanks for being interested.